안녕하세요. 밴쿠버 인사이트입니다. 오늘 소개할 영상에서 트럼프는 캐나다가 제품의 95%가 미국에서 얻기 때문에 미국의 51번째 주가 되어야 한다고 말합니다. 그리고 트루도의 선거 자금에 대하여 언급하며 이를 계속 지켜보겠다고 말합니다. 그리고 파나마 운하를 다시 찾을 것이라고 말하는데요. 파나마 운하에 대하여 간단히 소개해드리겠습니다. 미국은 파나마 운하 건설에 약 3억 7,500만 달러를 투자했습니다. 1904년부터 1914년까지 약 10년간 공사를 진행했으며 5만 명 이상의 미국 노동자가 투입되었습니다. 건설 과정에서 말라리아와 황열병 방역, 대형 수문 시스템 개발, 토목 공사 등 많은 도전이 있었습니다. 1914년 파나마 운하 개통 이후 미국은 운하 운영을 통해 수십억 달러의 통행료 수익을 거뒀습니다. 그러나 1977년 미국 지미 카터 대통령과 파나마 오마르 토리오스 장군이 파나마 운하 조약을 체결하면서 1999년까지 운하를 점진적으로 파나마에 이양하는 조약이었고 결국 1999년 12월 31일 미국이 파나마 운하를 공식적으로 파나마 정부에 거의 무료로 이양한 것입니다. 이후 파나마 정부는 파나마 운하 운영으로 수익을 증가시켰고 중국이 투자를 늘려가면서 중국에게 장악되기 시작되었습니다. 2025년 트럼프는 미국이 파나마 운하 운영권을 다시 가져와야 한다고 말하며 이것은 거래가 아닌 되찾는 것이라고 말합니다. 마지막으로 트럼프는 모든 나라에 고정관세를 적용하겠다고 했습니다. 그러나 나라별 보복 관세로 대응하면서 트럼프는 다시 한번 상호 관세로 전환합니다. 기세에 등등했던 유럽연합은 바로 꼬리를 내리고 2.5%의 관세를 적용한다고 말하며 미국도 그에 대응하여 2.5% 관세를 적용하겠다고 했습니다. 캐나다는 아직 보복 관세로 일관되게 움직이고 있습니다. 캐나다 정부 관련 어떤 누구도 국민을 위한 미국과의 외교 정책을 제대로 하지 못하는 것 같습니다. 트럼프 영상을 보시면 더 정확하게 현재 진행 상황을 이해하실 수 있을 것입니다.
You add the state things, but 41% to 21%, which people said was impossible. And now I'm trying to bring it down to 15%. So it'll go from 21 to 15, but only if you make your product in the United States of America. Otherwise, you pay 21%. That'll be great. To protect American auto workers, who, by the way, they're going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries of what we're doing with tariffs, because they just stopped two big auto plants in the middle of construction from being built in Mexico because they see, when I got elected, they said, oh, this is going to be a problem for us because we have big tariffs going on and we have tariffs going on autos. And they don't have to pay any tariffs. There is no tariff. All you have to do is build your plant in the United States. They were building plants in Mexico right opposite the border. They're making them in Mexico. They're selling them into the United States with virtually no tax. And they're killing Detroit, all these places are being killed. Now it's the exact opposite. And by the way, Canada was a big participant in that too. And I think Canada, they're going to have to pay tariffs on automobiles, lumber, and oil and gas, et cetera, et cetera. And they get 95% of their product from the United States. I think they have to become the 51st state. And you heard the people booing the national anthem, but I think ultimately they'll be praising the national anthem. We'll have to work out some deal with it. Because I do like the O Canada, right? It's a beautiful thing. I think we're going to have to keep it for the 51st state. I call him Governor Trudeau. I said, Governor Trudeau's doing a wonderful job. I think it's actually cost him his election, if you want to know the truth. But we're gonna see about that. We're looking at Greenland, and we have to take back the Panama Canal because that wasn't the deal. We gave the Panama Canal to Panama. It was the most expensive thing ever built in our country. It would be the equivalent of $2 trillion today. We spend massive amounts. We lost 38,000 lives from the mosquito and snakes. A lot of bad snake bites, but mostly the mosquitoes, malaria. They killed 38,000 of our people. They paid laborers 5 times what they were getting in the United States to go, knowing that there was a good chance they were going to die. 20% of them died. And Jimmy Carter, may he rest in peace, the late, great Jimmy Carter, gave it away for $1. It's also the most profitable thing ever built. It's what you hear about casinos and you hear about all the stuff. They're peanuts compared to this. It's the most profitable thing ever built. There's never been anything. I mean, you have ships lined up. And by the way, when they gave it away like a bunch of dummies for $1. The day after they took over, they raised the price per ship by 4 times. That wasn't high enough. There was no problem. They raised it again twice. And they're getting almost $1 million a ship. And their product is water. It's Pacific and Atlantic where they meet, and one is about 18 feet higher than the other, which a lot of people don't know. Actually, it's one of the great marvels of the world. Well, we built it, and we're not going to let, because China has essentially taken it over. We're not going to let that happen. China knows it, and so does Panama. To protect American workers and bring billions of dollars into our treasury, we're in the process of imposing reciprocal tariffs on any nation that tries to cheat us or steal our jobs. So India, as an example, has very, very high tariffs. And I was going to impose a flat tariff, but that wouldn't really do the trick because some of the countries have really high tariffs. So it really works out much better. Nobody can even fight it. Whatever they charge us, we charge them. So if they're at 25%, we are 25. If they're at 75, we're at 7. Whatever they charge us. And it was very interesting. The European Union, we were 2.5% for cars. European Union was much higher. They just reduced their tariffs on cars to 2.5 to be reciprocal with ours. So that's just an early sign. But I think that's going to happen.